Hi, Bill Henshaw here again. You win in court at gmail.com. More of my YouTube videos to drive people nuts, especially those behind the COVID crap that we're going through right now. And as you know, or some of you may know, and you're going to be hearing a lot more about it, I'm sure, Trump has now apparently issued an executive order as commander in chief of the armed forces to send the military around as soon as they get a vaccine for this COVID crap and come and knock on your door, needles in hand, to give you and your children compulsory vaccinations. Now, where in the hell he finds authority to do that anywhere in the Constitution, I don't know. And I've intensely studied it into my fifth decade now. Even in a state of war and as commander in chief, it doesn't exist. That said, we have some other legal scholars, quote unquote, out there who seem to think otherwise. And I want to take issue with them, especially Alan Dershowitz, damn idiot from Harvard or wherever, typical Ivy League scholar and member of Skull and Bones, just like Oliver Wendell Holmes. And he claims that the case called Jacobson v. Massachusetts gives the government authority to do that. 197 U.S. 11, by the way, it's a case goes back to the early 1900s. And Alan, you're dead wrong. It doesn't even come close. Even the ensuing case of Zucht v. King, 260 U.S. 174, doesn't fit into the mix either. And you should know better. If you've been to Harvard Law School, for Christ's sake, and you don't know simple stuff like this, one has to wonder. And I'm issuing a challenge here now to take you on a cappella and debate anywhere, any place, any time that the government allows me to get to, given my limitations on travel right now. But I'll make a damn fool out of you, just like I did with them in South Carolina in the first 30 seconds of my initial appearance there in my felony case. And I would love to have that video. If I could put that on here, it will wake people up, because just briefly what happened was I went in there after being 2 months taken cross country on a no bail warrant for in a jurisdiction I'd never set foot. In 30 seconds, I stunned them into silence, and they never recovered, because they read the charge, practicing law without a license, and I laughed and I said, "Well, Judge, the problem with that, I don't practice it. I get it right the first time. Pay attention here, Alan." And then she said, "Well, we have to, check your quote unquote competence to be sure you can represent yourself." Another completely wrong issue, a subject for another video. And I fired right back and said, "Wait a minute. Now we're talking about Barbetta v. California 422 U.S. 806 doesn't apply here." Followed that up immediately and said the Supreme Court of the United States ruled in Barron v. Baltimore 7 Peters 243 1836 the Bill of Rights doesn't apply to the states. What I was saying in effect is, where the hell are we? There are no states. And not only was I saying it, I was in South Carolina, the cradle of states' rights. For those of you that know your U.S. history, nobody had a clue. It never got better for them the rest of the time I was there, which was several months, because I think in the background, the U.S. was trying to do an investigation to brand me as a domestic terrorist, which is the last thing I am. I just happen to know a hell of a lot more than they do, and a lot more than they want you to know. Which, by the way, you can get information on my document packet. Send me an email, youwinincourt@gmail.com, and I'll send you information, and you won't be that good that quick. But then it took me 5 decades, but you'll get there a lot quicker. You won't have to spend 10,000 hours in the law library like I did. So that said, Alan, I'll take you on anywhere, any place, anytime, particularly in front of a college law school audience once this COVID crap gets over. And it might not take me 30 seconds. I mean, you don't know a damn thing. You're intentionally misleading the American public, and it's about time you quit doing that, along with all your state bar association attorneys. That said, thanks for watching. Like my videos, subscribe, tell your friends, get the word out. The more of us there are, the quicker we beat these bastards. Thank you.